Next thing we're going to look at is our toolbar settings. Now your toolbar settings is defaulted to a classic rectangle. You can change the shape and the look of these by selecting a different shape. It might also be set at 22 by 22, which is really small on the screen, so you can go ahead and set that to 40 by 40. You should keep the toolbar options, use the right click selected and hide tool setting bars when not being used. What's important on this page, besides the size of your toolbar button, is that you can use hotkeys or establish hotkeys on your Workspace toolbar. I have just selected the Office 365 portal and the Pearland website. Customized buttons for hotkeys can be anything that is accessible on your teacher computer. So if it is a PDF, a PowerPoint, a web page, something on the H drive, on the curriculum shared drive, you simply have to select up to 5 different ones, but you can select an empty blank one, add a description. I'm just going to put Pearland ISD. Then down here, if it's a file, I will simply go over to my little binoculars and navigate to that particular file. However, if it's a web link, I will simply click on the web link and enter in the web address. And you'll see it appearing at the top. And click on that one, and now you have P4 established as that particular thing. If I want to delete it, I just simply go up there and delete it. So I can change these out as I go through my curriculum. Next very important bar or tab that we're going to go to is customizing your toolbar. By default, it's going to default to an intermediate toolbar setting. With the intermediate, if you look down here in your main toolbar, you will have a selection tool, a pen tool, a highlighter tool, eraser, shapes, lines, text, equation, undo, clear, create a blank page, document camera, your gallery, your navigation buttons, page sorter, save, toolbox, clicker. The responder we don't have, so you can go ahead and take and click and slide that one back off because we don't need that particular one, and then an exit. Now, what I would like to see that you add, depending on what you were teaching, you can go up to any of these available tools and drag them down here. I'd like to go ahead and get the ABC pen. That is a freehand to text pen. And then if you're teaching something like science or math that you might be needing to do measurements, you can grab that. But I want you to note, anything that you have here is just your main toolbar. Let's go ahead and, go ahead and grab your grid page paper. This is your main toolbar. You will always have this icon, the toolbox icon that you see here, and it has all of the available things that you don't already have placed on your main toolbar. So once you've made your additions and so forth to that particular main toolbar, you're going to click Save Scheme and go ahead and type your name, or if you want to name that particular toolbar. So you can essentially have different tools for different sections that you teach, and that's what comes up here. So then you have a drop down of all of these different ones. So if I click on my Math Basics, you'll see all of my protractor, right triangle, the ruler shows up. I'm going to go back to my sample 2 because that's where I put my grid page. But just know that it defaults to an intermediate. You're always going to have all the tools available in the toolbox, but if you want to customize it, this is where you can make your own toolbar. And then we're not going to cover the gradient page setup because, well, you can play with that if you want. And right now we don't have the ability to use the tablet settings.